pointed out that the weapon and its use were not merely an immediate military question, but a political question, since this new force threatened the very existence of civilization.
With Secretary Stimson is General Groves.
Mr. Truman did not like to read long reports, and this report was not long, considering the size of the project. It's about 24 pages. And he would constantly interrupt his reading to say, well, I don't like to read papers. And Mr. Stimson would reply, well, we can't tell you this in any more concise language. This is a big project. The President indicated his feeling that it was sound and that there was no reason to make any changes in our course of action.
As May begins, the Red Army is advancing street by street through the burning ruins of Berlin. The Nazis announce Hitler is dead. The war in Europe is ending. But even as the last bitter battle is being fought, the problems of post-war Europe, the war in the Pacific, now begin to occupy the minds of the political leaders. Stimson again meets in secret with the President. His then assistant, John McCloy, describes his state of mind.
Of course, he was greatly involved in the mechanical production of the bomb, the physical problems that were connected with that. But I think more deeply than that, he was also involved with the heavy responsibilities and the heavy imponderables that were related to the bomb and its use.
The Secretary recommended the establishment of a special committee called the Interim Committee to consider all aspects of the matter, and in particular the immediate and pressing question of the relation of this new weapon to the war against Japan. The membership had been worked on until we got what we thought would be a very fine committee. We even went so far as to say that, of course, the President should be allowed to, if he wanted to pick a man for it. Of course, he could upset and pick all of his own people, but he even picked the man that we wanted on there, who was Mr. Burns.
James F. Burns, former Supreme Court Justice, former rival to Harry Truman for the vice presidency, would soon become his Secretary of State and his most influential advisor. As Stimson sees the President at the Pentagon, General Groves meets with General Marshall.
I thought it was time to start the planning for the actual military operation. I said that I thought that I would like to have him designate 2 officers in the operations division of the General Staff that I could talk to and get them started on making their plan. Very much to my surprise, General Marshall said, after a moment's thought, he said, is there any reason why you can't do that yourself? My reply was, no, sir. Those were the instructions I had, and the only instructions I had about formulating the war plan. I then talked to General Arnold, the Chief of Air Force, about it. Told him that I wanted some advice from some of his officers. General Norstadt, who was then the Chief of Staff of the 20th Air Force, which was a big bombing command under the direct control of General Arnold, was assigned to assist me in that way. I appointed a target committee to survey the field so that we would have the right targets in Japan, and so that everything would be ready at the time that we needed to be ready.
May 8th. In Europe, after 4.5 years of war, 20 million dead, Germany surrenders unconditionally. Will the same bloody battles have to be repeated across the Japanese home islands? This is the question United States military planners must now answer. As they ponder this, B-29s take off from a remote airfield in the Utah desert. On board are pit crews, part of a secret air unit designated the 509th Composite Group. They have not been told what their mission is. Day after day, they practice, learning to drop a bomb that has not yet been invented. United States and the Soviet Union begin to quarrel over the future of Germany and Eastern Europe. Winston Churchill urges a Big Three meeting before United States troops are sent to the Pacific. Washington, in answer to Churchill, the President tentatively agrees to a July 1st meeting. Secretary Stimson urges delay.
His diary puts it this way. The President has promised to meet Stalin and Churchill the 1st of July, and at that time these questions will become burning. It may be necessary to have it out with Russia on her relations to Manchuria.